This is the point I'm not breathing.
In this part one of my series finale of my cross-country Canadian road trip 2025, I still have a lot more to show you, including a couple of really nice boondocking spots, some forest roads, some Great Lakes, some beautiful views, and so much more. So join me in part one of my series finale, and stay tuned till the end for information about my big event Sunday night for my series finale.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You got to find your own.
I keep finding myself kind of surprised to see signs for the same First Nation tribes that we have in the United States. I just passed Ojibwe. I used to know how to say that. Ojibwe. Sorry, but I was thinking, I'm like, wow, they have that up here too. And then I realized how ridiculous that is because borders are man-made. Borders are completely man-made, and these Native American tribes had their homeland all throughout North America because the Canadian-American border, the Mexican-American border are man-made. Man-made on purpose to say, you cannot be here, stay out. That's the sole purpose, stay out. Mine, this is mine. Mine. But anyway, yeah, interesting. Let's go see Echo Bay. Population 600. So a sign said Echo Bay is the home of the loonie, and the loonie is the nickname for their dollar coin. I wonder what that means, that this is the home of the loonie. We'll have to look that up. Sounds pretty loony if you ask me. Worth repeating. Welcome to Echo Bay. Fady, you need to be on a leash. Come on. Hey, wait a minute. So Echo Bay is home to the largest loonie in the world. In 2012, Canada's most striking coin had its 25th birthday. More than 1.5 billion have been produced, and the loonie, as it is affectionately called, has become a symbol of Canada. It even played a good luck role in the 2002 Salt Lake City Winter Olympics when a loonie was frozen in the surface at center ice. Both Canada's hockey teams won gold, and the legend continues. Both the Loon Dollar and this monument were designed by local artist Robert Ralph Carmichael. The hand-sculpted giant coin carries the date 1987, the year of the launch of the $1 coin. The nickname Loonie has become so widely recognized that the Royal Canadian Mint obtained legal rights to the name in 2006. Echo Bay is proud to be the home of the largest loonie in the world, and most visitors agree that Algoma Country's big loonie has 20 times the value of Sudbury's big nickel. Oh. So I guess to continue this little road trip tradition, I'm going to have to go visit the giant nickel in Sudbury. There it is. The world's largest loonie and the story behind it. So when Ralph and I first crossed into Canada, our first stop at a grocery store right across the border, because you can't bring produce, so I had to stock up on produce, and he did too. And he went to Walmart, I went to the grocery store, and he literally rushed over when he realized that I would need a loonie to get a grocery cart, and I didn't know that. So he literally like tracked me down, ran over to make sure I had a loonie for the the grocery cart. And I was like, what the hell is a loonie? And he showed it to me, and I'm like, is that a token? Like, do Canadians carry around these tokens so they can get grocery carts? And he's like, no, it's our dollar. And now I know the whole story behind the loonie. He's like, no, it's what we call our dollar. I'm like, okay. I still don't know why they call it a loonie. Loons, maybe? Is it named after loons? But now I know. And I got to visit the largest one. Look, Ralph, the largest loonie. Sign. Finally. I don't remember where I was. I love seeing all the pride flags, and they don't seem, they're all over the place. And I just keep thinking, like, just imagine just such a small gesture of flying a flag and what it can do for somebody who is feeling not accepted by their family, not accepted by their loved ones, not accepted by society. Imagine, you go through life being who you are, and a large chunk of the people tell you you have no right to be that you are lying to yourself, that you're not praying hard enough, that you're not natural, that you're perverted, that there's something wrong with you, that it's a sin, that you're going to hell. Imagine living that way. And then to be going along in your travels throughout your day, wherever you are, especially if you're young and struggling with your sexuality or struggling to accept who you are, imagine what that small gesture of flying a flag can do for someone. That's all it is. That's all the pride flag is. That's all Pride Month is, and Pride parades. That's what they are. They are telling people who are ostracized by too many people, you're okay, and you're not alone, and we love you, and we accept you. That's it. That's all it is. And some people are so upset by that. And I get emotional about it. I grew up feeling different. In my own life, I was lonely, and I felt different, and I felt like there was something wrong with me, and because of all the things that happened to me, I was just carrying these deep, dark secrets with me. And I just don't ever want anybody to feel that alone. And we're living in a time, like 2025, nobody needs to feel that way. Nobody needs to feel that way. It's disgusting. It's so sad. A simple little flag, a simple little gesture just to say we see you. We know you, we see you, and we love you. And our president wants to ban those flags, or he has, I think, from government buildings. Because, heaven forbid, we should just want to make people feel okay and loved and accepted. Add the Mississauga River in Ontario to her list of rivers. Mississauga River going into Lake Huron. What a difference a day makes. So much cooler, lower humidity. This is awesome. So I'm looking for boondocking. I don't know where I'm going to sleep yet. I don't know where I'm going to sleep. So that looks scary, but that is not toxic green algae. That's just pollen.
After many hours of looking for a place to spend the night and a lot of wild goose chases, I ended up here, not at the Blind River Community Park, but adjacent. So the Blind River Community Park is on iOverlander, and when I got here they were open and they charged $25 just to park in their parking lot right next to the water. That just seems like a lot just to park somewhere, so I ended up behind the park in a community center parking lot, which is also on iOverlander, and I spent the night there, peaceful, quiet, and I was off early the next morning.
All these trailers with no vehicles. The trick to going through mud, you know, not super deep mud, but is to coast through it. You don't want to spin your wheels and spin into it, so I always try to pick up speed and coast into it. Shit, you know what? I think I'm going to call it. I think everything, well, I mean, I've done worse. Shit. I don't know. Yeah, I've done a lot worse. Yeah, I always try to pick up speed before the mud puddle and then just coast through the mud puddle so I'm not giving it any gas, or through, you know, if I have to go through little short patches of mud. Whew, so 3.5 kilometers out this road. It's a good thing I'm fresh. I mean, just take your time. It's just bumpy. It's, you know, wide enough for one vehicle. One car came by, got over enough that I was able to get through. And at this point, I'm kind of pushing it. I probably should have called it. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, I just hit a pretty big branch. I thought it was small, but it wasn't. What the hell? I did look at this on satellite, and I did see that around the boat launch, even in the aerial, and I don't know how old that is, there was a lot of trailers. So I kind of expected that. And then on the aerial, I saw that this road keeps going, and there might be some possibilities for camping, but I had no idea what condition this road was going to be in. But what's weird is so far, this road is better almost than the road coming in. I'm not breathing. I'm holding my breath and going, okay, please just give me the perfect sight. Just please give me the perfect sight so I can stay and this can all be worth it. Huh, interesting though. I think this is where I'm calling it. I'm going to turn around. I'm just testing the ground to make sure I'm not going to get stuck. No, it's super solid. Hi, Sadie girl. You want to rest here a minute? We can back in. We could almost camp here. We could. I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. It's tempting to stay. I don't know. I mean, I probably could. Look at the flies. Look at the bugs are terrible, though. Look at, they're terrible. That's something. Mostly fur. Ginormous. It's not bear. My guess would be wolf. Huh. Or maybe cat? I don't know a cat poop. Okay, come on. Maybe cougar, mountain lion. All right, you ready? We already have 45,000 mosquitoes in here. Look at it. They're terrible. All right, here we go. We get to turn around and do that again. I think it was probably close to, let me set it. I think it was, 5 kilometers is probably about what it was. So that's 3.2 miles. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at all the bugs. All right, let's go do that again. I'll see you on the other side. You know, full-timers and, the unhoused people who are out here, forced out here because they can't afford life anymore, traditional life, we get a bad rap. We're crowding the places and leaving your crap behind, and, so they're making it harder for us, when just as often I see what I saw up here, locals parking their trailers. I mean, I can't tell you how often I see that, and it's kind of interesting to see it here too. But locals just parking their trailers. There's no vehicles up here. All 3 trailers that are up here taking awesome spots, and just parking their trailers probably all summer. It's their summer residence. And apparently nobody is out here enforcing the time limits. And oftentimes, and we've talked about this with my nomad friends, and even with people online, the garbage, the idea that we are the ones leaving garbage behind, absolutely 1,000% false. 99% of the time, the worst garbage I see is from locals dumping, going out a road and thinking, oh, I'm just going to dump my garbage here. That's most of the time what I see. Locals leaving garbage in camps, things like that. So I just think it's interesting that, they always find somebody to blame. Every problem, that seems to be how we do things, right? For every problem, there has to be somebody to blame, and let's blame the easy target, because everybody will jump on board. So like locals, they'll jump on board with, yeah, it's the outsiders. It's the outsiders. We always want to blame the outsiders instead of looking within and saying, maybe it's not the outsiders. Maybe we can do a better job of making sure it's easy for locals to get rid of their garbage or whatever. But that's my thought for the day. Musings by Carolyn. Like to see a bear? It would take your mind off the bouncy. You're not a fan of this much. This has been a lot of bouncy. Yeah, it's a lot of bouncy, and I know it makes you nervous. I know. She mostly gets worried about, scraping. She doesn't like when things scrape on the side. Huh. Yeah, you don't like when things scrape on the side. It makes you very nervous. Hi. There's a bear. No, you don't care? She's like, I don't care. I feel safer on the floor. I don't blame you. I know. You're a good girl. As long as we've been doing this, you still don't like the bouncy. That's a little rough. Stop in Elliott Lake at a store called Rona, which I've never seen before, but I had to pick up a few supplies. All right, I have a couple of these at my mom's house that I left there. Thermocell. Look at these. So these I've always liked. These spiral ones. I've always liked these because they've worked the best, and I like them that they're in the container, so I can burn them in the container. So I think that's all I bought. Joking with the checkout lady, I have enough here to fog out Ontario. Wow, I'm running out of juice on my space on my cell phone. Okay, we're in Elliott Lake, and there's one more spot I want to check out. It's a lookout road, and that's why I bought all this stuff. In case I get out there and find a spot, I need to be able to protect ourselves from these stupid mosquitoes. RV and marine batteries. Good to know. So if you're ever in the area, good to know, out here at Elliott Lake you can get RV batteries.
From the store in town, I looked at the map and saw that there was a fire lookout, and from the aerial view, it looked like there might have been some options for boondocking. Unfortunately, some of the roads that I thought I could explore are closed to logging. There were 2 places I couldn't go that I was hoping I might be able to. So no boondocking, but look at this view. I found an actual lookout, and it is gorgeous.
Oh, very good. There's a bunch of them. Bear food. I have bear food. Not a bad spot. I found this just by scouring satellite, Google satellite. There are some iOverlander pins up and down the road that I'm on. Can't remember the name of the town I'm near. I'll put it here or here. But I just came down this road to explore it, and it's a dead end. There's an active quarry up here, but an inactive quarry, their old quarry down here, is a dead end where I'm parked. So one car came through last night. I'd been here for quite a while. A truck came by, saw me, and turned around and left. So that's nice and quiet. The mosquitoes are terrible. Had a tick. Hadn't had a tick in a while. I had a tick, but it's not bad. It's cooler. Yeah. Look at wild roses. They have ticks in them? They might. I don't know. They look like they're at the end of their bloom. Oh, they smell so good. Oh, they've got those, ow. They've got those little bugs that keep coming into my RV. Oh my God, look at this spider. Look at that spider. He blends right in with the rose. Whoa. That's crazy. Wow. Just came back from my walk and a truck pulled in as we were out. And they're shooting right by my rig. We walked right by them. Sadie was running over to them. She wasn't listening. She was running over to them. So she's lost her off-leash privileges. So they know I have a dog. They know I'm camped right here. They could have shot up the road. All right. Breathe. So I made a pistachio cake today. I'll put the vegan channel I follow on YouTube, and it looked really good. It sounded really good. Pistachio cake, you know? It's really easy to make. Pistachios and oats ground up for the flour, and dates is the only sweetener, and no oil. Doesn't really have a lot of flavor. I expected it to have more flavor. I expected it to taste like pistachios. But we'll see once I get it frosted and everything. Still letting it cool down a little bit. Okay, only about 10 shots, and they're gone already. Yeah, even with the frosting on it. I followed the recipe. I followed the recipe. I really did. Verbatim. Huh, maybe it'll be better tomorrow. Bye-bye to another quarry, dirt place. Camp. Pretty quiet. 2 cars the whole time I was here. I was here 3 nights. Today, I am just driving as far as I can drive to get to the border. I'm kind of anxious. I'm tired of all the mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are not this bad in New York, at least not where I'm going. They've been so bad I don't even want to be outside, no matter how much spray we put on. The coils that I bought and the thermocell canister did help a lot with my awning out, and I put both of those outside, and it helped so that I could actually just step outside without getting swarmed. And I think it also helped having those right by the windows. It kept them away from the windows so they weren't coming in as much either. So the last night wasn't too bad. I mean, I killed a couple mosquitoes inside, but not too bad. But I'm driving towards Sudbury first, and then toward Ottawa, and then I'm going to cut directly south from Ottawa. Well, before Ottawa, directly south, and I'm crossing Thousand Islands. I just thought that would be a fun place. And then I can just go into Watertown and supply up again, and because I can't take produce across the border. Oh, look at this. I was worried about this with all the rain. We had 1.5 inches at least. Ooh, yeah, this is worse. We had at least 1.5 inches of rain yesterday. Oh shit, this is worse. Okay, we did good. Wow. Okay, second gear with my all-terrain tires. I slid a little bit going down that because it was steep, and you saw the gullies from where water runs down. That definitely looks worse than it did when I walked up it a couple days ago to see how it looked after the first rain. We've probably had 2.5 inches of rain since I've been here. That was easy peasy. Anyway, that's the plan, but yeah, there are fresh tire tracks. So I walked a little bit this morning to let Sadie go to the bathroom. Remember, we got 1.5 inches of rain yesterday, and I haven't seen a car since the day before yesterday, but these are fresh tire tracks. Interesting. I thought I saw fresh tire tracks when I went for a walk, and I'm like, that's impossible. Who would come out here yesterday after all that rain? And I didn't see anybody, but I saw fresh tire tracks. And I thought I heard things. I don't know. very fresh. Easy peasy. Wow, easy peasy. There we get, and we're done. That's the working one. Oh, they're not even open yet. Oh, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. I've all but given up on using my dash cam. So dash cams aren't made for videographers. They're made to capture accidents and things like that. They're not made for people like me, you know, who I know creators use them. And actually, Snow and Kurt, I think, has the same one. And because I hear when I watch them, I hear video protected. I think they have the same VOFO. But I'm having a hell of a time with the footage. It either disappears, or recently I had 10 or 12 really important parts of my journey corrupted. So I tried everything to fix them and I couldn't fix them. So I lost a lot of really good important footage. So I'm not relying on the dash cam. It also creates a lot of extra editing, because I have to save videos in 5-minute increments. So if I want 10 seconds, I got to go through 5 minutes to see. But, yeah. So, anyway, I'm recording on my cell phone again. It's really hard to find something that works and that allows me spontaneity. So, yeah, I'm done. Just like, woo, that was easy. Anyway, we'll see where I end up tonight. As close to the border, as close to Ottawa as I can get, so that I can position myself probably tomorrow morning. We'll see, though. I mean, if I get tired and I find something along the way, I might stop early. But right now, I'm kind of just anxious to get there. It's been a long trip. Oh, and I had a worrisome squeal when I started up my engine this morning. It is extremely wet and humid. So it wouldn't be surprised if something is just kind of swollen and wet and squealing, or it could be my starter or my alternator. No, my alternator, my starter. We'll see if it keeps doing it throughout the day. I don't think so. I bet it was just the humidity. It's been like 99% humidity pretty much the whole time. I got on the highway and I'm accelerating and I'm like, why does it feel funny? Why am I not accelerating? Why am I not shifting gears? What the hell? And I realize I'm still in second gear. I do that a lot. Yeah, it won't shift when you're trying to do 40 in second gear. Oh my goodness. All right, but she's running good. I just passed lake number 2. They have so many lakes here, they ran out of names. They just had to start using numbers. There are so many lakes here, hence the mosquitoes.
Crowding and frequent lockdowns.
Be sure to tune in Sunday night for the series finale of my cross-country Canada road trip 2025. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Click the bell below for notifications so that you can be notified as soon as the video goes live. The big series finale is going to kick off with a premiere, which is a pre-recorded video with live chat open so that we can watch it together. You can chat with other friendlies. I will be there as well. And then you're automatically going to be redirected to a live stream where I will be live to answer all your questions about Canada or whatever else comes up. So be sure to tune in Sunday night. The fun begins at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, and there is a lot more beautiful Canada in the series finale, as well as my final overnight stay. So Where do you think I'm going to end up? Find out Sunday night. I will see you then. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. And thank you so much, Canadians, for your warm welcome. I really appreciate it. Those in the audience and those I met along the way.